lives one day at a time. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. They're here to get your day going fine. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. And here's your host, Miss Kim Robinson.
Blood Brothers, The Jewel, David Benton, Beyond a Fence in the building. This is what y'all want? Yeah, you gon' get it. It don't bother me, hey no. It don't bother me, faking home. It don't bother me, funny no. It don't bother me, funny no. It don't bother me, hey no. It don't bother me, faking no. It don't bother me, funny no. It don't bother me, funny no. I ain't worried about it. 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 13 years in the bed. And people let me for dead. Hit the waist, smiling red, cause I'm a thoroughbred. Every word that I said, I kept. You slept on me, the government stepped on me. My homies just left on me. Nobody but mama dirt, daddy stressed, kids too. You would know what I've been through if you did a bit too. Don't think that you know me, cause we went to the same school. Showing you chain gang and B came a dang fool. I ain't cool, but still I don't blame you. I'm not the same dude. I'm winning, he can't lose. Never been gangster or thug, but I did pop a slug when I was selling drugs in the slum. On the east side of Knoxville, homies they got killed. Just because I'm not a killer don't mean that I'm not real. God told me my purpose, I was nervous and got chilled. Survivor, striving, that's why I'm not bothered. It don't bother me, hey no. It don't bother me, faking home. It don't bother me, funny no. It don't bother me, funny no. It don't bother me, hey no. It don't bother me, faking no. It don't bother me, funny no. It don't bother me, funny no. I ain't worried about it. 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 I got haters on haters. I got haters for haters. I trade haters for haters. They hated the haters. You ain't getting no papers. See you later, say haters. Yes, I'm a soul taker. Yeshua, come save us. Y'all haters keep talking and talking and talking. More talking ain't gonna do nothing. You just keep on walking and walking. More talking ain't down for no sparking. Can't roll with the chosen, so you should go pocket. Oh, you really ain't about it. You just like the music. Get up out of the way, let the jewel go and do it. This ain't a dream, I was put on a scene, feel a steam with a smack in my hand. You think you can judge me, this clay, this vessel, got soldier, this man? I stand on the rock and it's heavy and steady, that's right that I stand. I'm telling you fam, ain't choose to do this, so this all I got planned. No, I don't care what we talking about. Low-key capping what it be about. I hear the devil coming out your mind like no, we don't play cause we're from the south. Too blessed to be strapped, we don't even care what you talking about. It don't bother me, hey no. It don't bother me, faking home. It don't bother me, funny no. It don't bother me, funny no. It don't bother me, hey no. It don't bother me, faking no. It don't bother me, funny no. It don't bother me, funny no. I ain't worried about it. 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 I ain't worried about it.
How's everybody doing today? Charles McCutchen here. Welcome to Charles's Corner. We're doing this on Mondays. So this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to switch it up just a little bit. I'm going to start going more direct. And I like to ask questions. And the reason I ask questions is because when the brain gets questions, the brain tries to figure it out. And so I ask myself questions. I'm not crazy, just a little bit. That's what people tell me, but just a little bit. But I'm going to give y'all some things that I go through, and that's what I like to give. I like to give we can call it real world or actual. I like to give the actual because that's what helps people. And I like to give the actual because if I've done it and it works for me, I can give it to y'all, and then it can work for you as well. So my ultimate goal for this whole radio station, that's what it boils down to. The goal is financial freedom, and everything that I'm adding is like you putting into a big mixing bowl, and you got to stir it up. And so what I'm doing, I'm putting my money where my mouth is as well, because I'm actually traveling, going to different places, and I'm going to be teaching everything that I'm telling people, everything that y'all hear on this show, and everything I put out over social media. I'm going to be teaching that in workshops. Now, I like doing workshops by seminars, and I know some of us, we get to these seminars and we lose our mind and we spend, oh my goodness, I've seen people run to the back of the room to spend $50,000. That's what I've seen with my own eyes, and I was just amazed, like, wow, they were about to spend $50,000 for something that is not really worth $50,000. But I don't knock nobody for doing that's their business. I want people to be good stewards of their money as well. And I used to go to a lot of different seminars, from the Dr. Eric Thomas to Les Brown to Darren Harden. I would go to all these different seminars. So this is what I would do. At first, I wasn't buying anything. I was one of those. I was like, I figured it out. And I see a lot of people like that. The one thing I will say is you have to find out what you can take and what you need to leave. And by that I say, if you haven't done your due diligence in that industry, I don't think you need to be spending $50,000. I think you need to get a little more education first, and then if once you have it figured out to a certain extent, to be like, okay, I know what I can and can't do in this industry, so I'm going to spend this $50,000. And if you do that, that's great. That's just me. That's how I do things. I look at it and I process it, but I put the work in from any of the information that I receive. I put work in. Like today, I ain't even leave the house today. I'm just working. I just went out and requested an assistant. That's how much, I'd rather pay an assistant for some of the stuff I have to do, because I can't do it all, and you can't do it all either. So you have to really look to the experts in different things that you're working on, even though you may be able to do it. If somebody can do it better and it's going to save you time so you can work on something different, I say you have to institute that. Then you have to look at how much you're willing to pay. That always comes into play. So I'm going to give y'all some things that I've been working on, and I think it's about eight. It may be 8 to 10, depending on what I get to and what I want to put out there. And y'all know I always talk about money. Always talk about money. Money is not the root of all evil, family. I'm gonna tell y'all like I know. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. I don't love money. And one of my friends hit me up today, and I'm gonna write what I'm gonna look at what he just wrote me, say it verbatim what he said to me, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I said to him. So one of my friends, he hit me up and he said he was talking about my getting different events and traveling and speaking and stuff like that. But I've been doing that for a while. That's nothing new. I just post some of them. I don't post all of them, but I post some of them. And then he said, that's good that you're going to be getting all these speaking engagements. And then he said, you're going to hit that $1 million goal you set if you have not already hit it, knowing you. And I put it back to him. I said, $1 million isn't the goal. Y'all don't get it. $1 million is not the goal. It's far from the goal of $1 million. My goal is to be able to take care of 4 generations after I leave. That's my goal. I don't care about the millions or the money will come if you put the right work in and you do it the right way. The money will come. There is no shortage of money. There is no shortage of money. There is no shortage of money. You have to believe that, family. Let me give y'all some of the ways that I I mean, some people think I'm crazy when I do it, but oh well. This is how I keep money in my pocket, keep money in my investments and stuff like that. So what I do when I want to do anything, let's say I see a lot of people taking, trips and stuff, and the girls' trips, the guys' trips, the solo trips, or whatever. So you have all these concerts going on now. I know Jay-Z and Beyonce have a concert right now. And I don't know the exact pricing, but I'm sure it's over $200 or $300, I would think, because if you look at the gas you got to spend, you go get the new outfit, go get the hair and nails done, go get, I think I would, I could say $300. Then you got to buy that's going to buy any stuff that's there. So I'm just going to be general and say $300 that people are spending on the Jay-Z and Beyonce event, whatever they do there. I haven't went and saw them. I'm not mad at them. They're getting theirs. They on the run to take everybody's money. And, people go and you go and have fun, and you go with other people that you love, and you have fun. So that's what you do. So the way I look at it is, if I wanted to go to that concert, I'm going to look at the price of it. It's crazy that I do this. But I'm going to look at the price of it. Let's say the price is, I'm going to go upwards of, because when I want to go, I don't want to go and like, well, I'm going to sit in the nosebleeds and, I really want to go and have some fun. So my ticket may be $600. So I may spend $600 to $800. So with that in mind, this is how I look at everything. I don't use the money that I have in my anything. On my person, in the bank and investments, I don't use that money, family. That's why I never run out of money, right? This is what I do. I create it. Yes, that's what I do. I create it. I have to figure out how to make $600 to $800 by looking at everything I have in my arsenal and make something new. It has to be new money. Okay? It can't be money that you already have. So whatever that means to you, and a lot of us are not set up right in our businesses, and I know that for a fact, and that's why it's hard for somebody to create it. So I had to learn this the hard way, and I say the hard way back in the day before I left corporate, which was 14 September 2012. Before I left corporate, I got to a point to where I had to pay the mortgage. My mortgage was $2,400 a month. That was my mortgage, $2,400, and mortgage got to be paid or they're coming after me. So check this is what I did. I got to a point where I had paid off my car and everything else, and then I just had the mortgage, but I said, well, I really want to leave corporate. And I don't know if I got this from a mentor of mine or somebody. I heard it through the grapevine or what have you. And they said, well, if you're serious, how about you figure out a way to pay your mortgage without using your job money? And I was like, ooh, that's tough. And they said, just figure it out. You cannot use your job money no matter what. And I would tell it to you like this. That really set a precedent in my world. It changed up everything that I thought I knew. And I was about 3 days away from not making a mortgage payment. And I was so sincere of not paying. I just couldn't do it. I had to create the money. And so that's what I did. And that's when you start to learn like that, that's when people tell me, they want to walk away from their job. I tell people, give it 6 to 8 months of not using any money that you're making in corporate America. None. Create all your money. Create your money. Bank all that money or whatever you're going to do with it, invest it or what have you. But if you bank or invest for 6 to 8 months, then if you choose to leave, no, this is what I did. So I banked the money, but I had my bills paid off too. So if you can pay your bills off and then you can bank that money 6 to 8 months. Now, if you decide to leave, I'm not telling everybody to leave, and this is not, Charles saying leave. I'm saying that you can at least survive 6 to 8 months, probably more, because this is the way my mindset is set up. if you're not paying bills like the car note and the other bills that are out there, the credit cards, if you're not paying those bills, that money comes back to you, and so you can stretch your money longer. So that 6 to 8 months that you banked all that money, you probably can get a year out of that money. But this is the thing. In that year, you better have a plan. You better be solid. You better know what you're doing. And so that's how I never run out of money, because when I have to do events or I have to do things that cost me to spend money, like today, I got on the phone with this business, and they want me to spend $15,000 with them. And the guy, he tried to use some techniques, some marketing techniques, some sales techniques, and I get it. You know, I'm a salesman, and I was going to call him out, but I didn't. I let him go ahead and have his fun and, you know, run the spiel on me. But $15,000, I said, okay. And in my back of my mind, he was like, well, are you going to make a payment today? And I was like, no, I wouldn't make a payment today. And he, you know, we going back and forth. He said, well, are you even serious? So I was like, you know, I don't have to be, I'm a decision maker. So, you know, I didn't tell him all of this, but I'm thinking in my mind, how am I going to create this $15,000? So what I do, I start adding up different things that I have in my arsenal and figuring out, okay, this costs this much, this costs this much, and then I'm going to go back to the drawing board and figure it out if I choose to go with that company. So that's $15,000. That's no punk now. $15,000 goes a long way. That's an investment in something, but I'm investing in me, and, you know, there's no better person than to invest in me. So that's one avenue I'm taking, and that's one avenue you can take. So let me give y'all this one. Most people they get their money taken from them before you even get it. You know, that's how the IRS does, just to let y'all know. I know some of y'all know that. So the IRS comes and takes your money before you get it because they really don't trust us with the money. That's why they take it from us. So they don't do that with business owners, though. They allow business owners to use the funding, and then they allow business owners to pay off their expenses, and then they allow business owners to actually pay the IRS after the expenses have been paid, because business owners spur the economy. Not to say you have to have a Chick-fil-A, but if you have a business, you have a business. Let me ask you this. How much do you need until you can be free? How much do you need so you can be free? See, a lot of us don't really know that number. It's almost like our freedom number. We don't know that number. And a lot of people, you know, I want $1 million. And when you really do the numbers, like really break the numbers down, looking at how much you pay for your mortgage, your car, your little bitty bills that you have around the house, your credit and all that stuff, it doesn't equal out to $1 million. It really doesn't. So I would say take some time so you can understand, like, truly where you are, so you can really, you know, get down to business and say, well, how much do I need to survive on monthly, and multiply it by 12. That's how much you need for the year. And it's probably not that big of a number. To some people, it may be a big number, but, you know, to some people, it's not a big number at all. So how much do you get to your freedom? We all have a freedom number. How many streams of income do you have? And I will tell you this. If you only have one stream of income, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for failure. Something is going to happen. Murphy's Law, something is going, I don't know what that something is, but something is going to happen. And I ask you, will you be ready? Will it tap into your savings or that little stash that you had? Is that going to be a factor if something happens medically? Now, from a medical perspective, that gets a lot of people. Medical kills people. I mean, literally, well, it kills people, but it takes people's savings. It takes so much due to the cost of everything. It's crazy. A lot of people want to be millionaires, and this is what I was told. You need to break it down. Some of that is out there. You're looking at $1 million. Some people don't even believe they'll ever hit that. And I get it because it's like a big number. But if you break it down and hit it in increments, like to do it in $250,000 increments, you go to 250,000, then 500,000, then 750,000, then $1 million. That's what I was told to do. So break it up, And if you, I'll bring that up later. How many hours do you work a day? I'm just asking general questions like, how many hours do you work? And are you, a lot of people are not, are you getting paid what you're worth? Like, what are you worth? Like, truthfully, what do you think your hour is worth? What is your hour worth? I mean, well, really, you have your hour that's worth to your job, and then you have the hour of what you think you should be getting paid for your worth. And if you're not getting paid your worth, how long have you been there, and when are you going to make a change? Say quit your job, but to do other things so your hour you can add to your hour, add money to your hour. That's my thought process. And how many streams do you have? I keep going back to that one. How many streams do you have? How many do you need? So when I go down to Atlanta, I'm about to do a workshop down there September 13th, September 15th. I'm going to do a workshop, and I'm going to show people how to make an extra 5 streams outside of their job. I'm going to show them that because I've done it. I'm going to show them how to make an extra 5 streams. Not going to go get any more training or anything like that. No, you don't need all that. You have something inside you right now that you haven't even tapped into yet. I'm going to show people how to bring $100 to $500 back into their household without going to go get another job. There's not one person I haven't shown that yet that actually, work with me. There's the most I've had somebody save was close to $636. I showed them how to bring it back into their household per month. That's tough. That's tough to beat. $636 bringing it back into your household. That's tough right there. That's good. You got to think about it. And then you do 600 times 12. Where do you sit now? What can you use extra $600 on? Think about it. Shoot, let's just go to $100. What can you use an extra $100 on? So I'm going to show people how to make $100 a day. I'm going to show people how to make $100 a day, and this is things that I do. So it's like, it seems, I'm not going to say simple. I had to learn it as well. You learn it and you implement it, then you can go from 100. Well, shoot, let's go to just $50 a day. That's $2,500 extra a month. You go to 100, that's $3,000. So I know my numbers are off. That's $1,500 for the month if you do $50. But it's just numbers to me. Throw in a number of what you want to make for the entire month, and then you break that down, and that's how you figure out. I break it down by weeks, and then you break it down by day. Then you figure out what you need per day to make that. It's reverse engineering. That's all it is. You reverse engineer it, and then you have to plug in, because I'm going to give them a script of how I plug in the numbers and what I need and what products or services that you offer, or we're going to create while we're there. You're going to offer this product for this price. Is going to get you this number, and then you have to keep that going, but it has to be, you have to do it for the month. I'm going to show people where their time is being spent, how they're not getting their time back. Then I'm going to ask the big question. We all have, some people have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TVs in their home. I'm going to ask them how much those TVs cost. What does a TV cost you? I want you to think about it. How much does it cost you? Truthfully, when we reach the age of 65 years old, we would have watched 9 years of TV. By the age of 65, we would have watched 9 years of TV, family. All I'm asking people to do is give me a little R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I'm going to do like Al Sharpton, R-E-S-P-I-C-T. But anyway, it's a whole other story. So if you're going to watch 9 years of TV, why don't you cut that in half? Watch 4 years. I don't know, 5, 3.5. 4.5, 6. Cut that down. That's all I'm saying. I don't care how you do it. Now, I know a lot of people have their shows, and I get it. And I love to ask that question, what's your favorite show? Everybody scream out what they're going to watch. And then I give them the numbers on how much they're going to watch, and as far as TV and people look like, oh, my goodness. I give that because that was given to me, and it changed my whole world to understand that all we have is time and memories. We have time and we have memories, but you have to capture more of your time so you can get more of your memories. That makes sense to some people. And when we start to run out of time, that's when, like, somebody's on their deathbed, we wish we had more memories with those people. Like, man, I wish I would have did this or did that, because we sacrifice our time, and we have all these events. This is what happens to us. We have all these events in our world, from our kids doing recitals and playing sports, and you have different events that your brother or your sister is doing that's significant to them, different events that your mom and dad are doing that's significant to them, different events from your grandparents that's significant to them, different events from your family, your cousins, your friends that's significant to them. And you get a lot of people that will say, hey, are you going to that event? Yeah, I'm going. Okay. Well, send my best. I'm going to send my best. Like, and then I just like break it down for people. Like, is that your best? Because that's what you said. You're going to send your best, but is that your best? 80% is showing up, family. 80% is showing up. That's where we got to start. We have to show up. And I made it a point. Now, everything is not that important. Let's keep it real. But some things are more important than others, and some things, even though you may not want to show, you just show to save face, or you just show because you know it's important to them, so you show. And 80% is showing up. It does make a difference. It does make a difference. I'm going to go back to how much do your TV cost? And I know as I say that, some people thinking like, oh, it cost me $147. Oh, I got it on sale for $250. I got a 37-inch that costs, well, it doesn't matter. That means nothing to me. So what I say that about, why I'm saying how much does your TV cost, I say that because most of us don't really understand that when we're in front of the TV, it's costing us much more than how much we paid for it. Some of y'all can get that later. When you're in front of the TV, it's costing you much more than you paid for it. So everybody that had these dreams like we do, and this is going to be September. Oh, my gosh. September is here. This is the end of the third quarter. We're going to be in the fourth quarter. October, November, December is the fourth quarter for 2018. And then you look back and say, wow, team was here. And 2016 was here. All of it's gone, and most people are doing the exact same thing. Why? It's crazy. It's crazy to me that we're doing the exact same thing, and it doesn't get me mad until somebody tries to waste my time with the same thing that they've been working on for the last 3 years, but they really haven't worked on it. So they just go in and out, just like the waves in the ocean. It comes in and out. That's how some people are. But they try to pull you. I'm going to tell you that people will try to pull you down under the water with the same nonsense they've been doing for the last 3 years. Like, you already have the information. You just haven't done anything with it. So you have to say, I'm sorry to you. Everybody has to say they're sorry to themselves for wasting your own time, because that's what a lot of people do. And a lot of people want my time to pull me here and there. And one instance is me even going to Atlanta. People saying, hey, do you have some time you need to come to the event? That's what I'm getting right now. Hey, I want a sidebar with you. Come to the event. You see the event there. I'm not about to take an hour of my time and sit down with 30 different people. That's 30 hours. My day is shot if I spend 30 hours. We only have 24. We have 24 in a day. If I sit down with 10 people, 12 people, 15 people, my day is shot. So I tell people, come to the event. I'm going to feed people at the event. I'm giving out new glasses at the event because I want people to see things a little bit differently. That's what I'm doing. The key, I'm going to give y'all the key. The key to your future, 3 letters. Y-O-U. That's it. Nobody owes you anything. You can't blame nobody about nothing. It's all on you, and it always has been. And you cannot point fingers and say, this didn't happen because of this person or my job or my boss or my spouse or my cousin, my sister, brother, mom, dad, grandpa. Your time. When you get serious, that's when you can get up. Or you can wake up when it gets to 2022. When you can wake up when it gets to 2022. Like you waking up like, okay, I'm ready to go now. I didn't wait 6 years. And by that time, some of the people that have been hungry, they're going to be in a whole different stratosphere. Like, you're not even going to recognize these people. They're probably not even going to live here. They're probably going to have houses and homes and taking care of and having big old organizations of people. And you probably got to get with their assistants. The different assistants, like you may have 3 or 4 assistants because they're going to keep growing and not stop while you stopped and you just kind of watched a little bit of TV and going to the concerts and being entertained, and that's the lifestyle you chose. Choose our lifestyle. You're choosing your lifestyle right now. Whether you do it or not, you're making a choice. You better believe that. You're making a choice of how your life is going to end up. You're making a choice of how your kids' life is going to end up. You're making a choice of how their kids' life is going to end up. You're making a choice of how their kids' life is going to end up by what you do today. Because you don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. God have mercy on us. You do not know if you're going to be here. But let me tell you what everybody does. Everybody acts like we know what's on our birth certificate, like it's a date right there, and it's going to tell us when it's over. That's what we act like. No, I know when it's over. It's on my birth certificate. You know, I got a start date and I got an ending date. I don't know that. So a lot of us play around in the hopes that, you know, we're going to get there. And we look on social media and we look at these people who are supposed to be, I'm living my best life. When in reality, some people are coming back from doggone a Jay-Z concert and they don't have no life. But they living their best life, though. But they don't have no life. But they went to the doggone, hey, I'm going on a trip with y'all. Now they come back and they ain't got no life. They don't have no car because they living their best life and they're trying to they want people to look at them in a certain light, a certain way. When it's not, people don't care. People don't care. They don't care if the light's off. Come on, family. They don't care about that. They care about what's going on in their world, and they're going to big up the picture. Yep, I see you. You're doing big things. You out in Bahamas, you're doing big things when you're not really doing big things. You're just trying to keep up with the people who are trying to keep you from getting to your wherever goals you need to do. You're trying to impress people that don't matter. Only thing that matters is anybody who's paying you to keep your lights on, to feed your kids, to put them through school. Those people matter. Those are the people that matter to me. Who's doing that for me? That's what I want to know. If nobody's doing it for you, I don't know why you're going to take their advice, why you're going to, try to impress them or anything like that. It doesn't really work good for you. Wouldn't be the best. So I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to let y'all go right quick. If you want to leave corporate, find a way to create your own. That's my tagline. Create your own money. IRS is not going to let you know what's your freedom date. Figure out how to get more streams so you can get some passive income coming in. How many hours do you work in a day, and is it really getting you where you want to go, or do you need to change some things up? Think about the TV situation. How do you put in front of it? Could you actually do something that's going to help out your future generations without sitting in front of the TV all the time? I'll just say cut down on your 9 years. That's all. And the key to your future is you. I want to thank Ms. Kimmy Robinson and Elation Radio for allowing me to grace this and Elation Magazine. I'm still waiting on Elation TV. This is amazing. I'm really blessed just to, be able to share information because it's taken me in so many different avenues and reaching different people, and it's just a blessing. I get so many people calling me and emailing me and hit me up on social media. It's a good thing that when I can help somebody. That's the goal. So I'm going to pray us out. Father God, thank you for allowing me to come here and bless the masses. Please know that everything we do, we only can do it because of you. In your name I pray. Amen. Y'all take it easy. Charles McCutchen, I'm your favorite entrepreneur. This is Charles's Corner.